And Roisin is keeping the show rolling, and we're joined by James Geoghegan, who's one of the main organisers. James, you must be absolutely delighted with the tournament so far, and there's more to come.
Very, very proud. This only started a week ago. We're on a TikTok live, and somebody said we're going to have to do something about the price of fuel.
Yes.
Because we literally can't keep the business going.
Yes.
So we decided, look, we did dialogue last week with government. They didn't listen, didn't give us anything. So we just pulled the trigger and said, right, Tuesday we're heading for Dublin, and we're heading for every major town and city in Ireland. So we currently have 28 towns locked down around the country. And the way the support came in was just unbelievable. We did very little to get the support to get it going. Men just came on board, set up WhatsApp groups and said, look, guys, we're going out of business, so we're going to try and save our business. And we're not actually looking for handouts from government. We're looking for the government to reduce the price of fuel to keep businesses open. And if the businesses close, like we're in the farming game, my own personal fuel bill this year is going up €70,000.
70,000 euros?
Now, I could be able to pass some of it on to my customers, but they won't be able to pay it. And
are you a contractor?
I'm an agricultural contractor and plant hire. Yeah.
Okay.
So
you're very much.
So basically, I have new machines on order, and if the price fuel doesn't come down, I'm going to have to cancel new machines.
Wow.
And that's going to hit the economy. This is all about the economy, about keeping money in the system.
Yes.
And the fuel price is taking so much money out of the system that there's no money to run the economy. Okay. And what the government are going to end up doing is they're going to end up with, like, the building game is over. Building games, sites are closing down every day now. There's diggers sent home for Easter and told not to come back. Now, I know where diggers are not digging out foundations this week that were supposed to start. If you don't dig a foundation for a house, then there's no concrete required. Then there's no blockers required. Then there's no materials required, and there's no labour required. Next thing, them men are on the dole. So what we're trying to do is get the government to see sense, reduce the price of fuel, bring green diesel down to 90 cent plus VAT and white diesel to 140 plus VAT, and then we know where we can go. Spain have done it. Spain have reduced the white diesel. Maximum in Spain this week is 170, while we're up at 220. So like 50 cent a litre, and that 50 cent is what's going to close down our economy, and the government can't see it. So they have a choice: either reduce the fuel, keep the people working, or put everyone on the dole and pay them the dole.
And if the government don't do anything, do you see more of these protests?
Oh, I can see, yeah, because we've no choice. We're going out of business. Like, there's a big agri contractor in Cork, and their fuel bill last week for the week was up over €12,000 on the same week last year. Sowing corn and spreading the story last week.
Wow.
An increase of 12,000. Like the government must think we have these 10 or 12,000 in our back pockets to spare. We don't have. We are carrying a bit of a reserve. The reserve is running out. Once the reserve goes out,
yes,
we all know when you put that you go tap that card and the card doesn't tap, you're in serious trouble.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen here.
Exactly.
And if we increase the price of everything, inflation is going through the roof. So the consumer's been hit. And you take the average person with a car and the fuel bill's up 30, 40 euro a week driving to work.
Yes.
That's 30, 40 euro that they don't have even to go out for a pint at the weekend or go to the restaurant and put the money back in the economy.
Yes.
So the restaurants are going to close. The pubs are going to be hit. Like, everything's going to be just so hit. And the government can't see it because the government don't have business people running the country. And that's the problem here.
And what you got recently was a 3 cent back on green
3
diesel.
cent on green diesel. It went up 10 cents the next day, you know.
So he's give up one and take the other.
Actually, an awful lot of farmers are not actually registered for VAT, so don't claim back the VAT.
Oh, right.
Now, the VAT on green diesel in say January was working out around 10 cent a litre.
Okay.
It is now it is 20 cent a litre. So the government are up 10 cent a litre on VAT alone from agriculture diesel, and they won't give it back to the farmer. The carbon tax is running at 17 cent and going up in May to 19 cent. Carbon tax was supposed to make you go from a fuel that caused pollution to a low carbon fuel. So, you know, an electric car. We don't have electric tractors. We can't pull machines with bicycles, you know. So we need our diesel. We just can't work without it. So we have no option. So there should be no carbon tax on agricultural diesel and diesel for diggers and planters because there is no option. So, and in my case, I run 7 tractors and 3 other machines with 10 machines using diesel.
Yes.
I have 4 older machines that don't have the new AdBlue systems, and we have to stay using them because we can't afford to change them.
Yes.
If we weren't paying the carbon tax, we could have the newer engines with lower emissions and bring our emissions down. But because of the carbon tax, we're actually causing more emissions. So it's having a reverse effect of what's supposed to be doing.
Yes. And I was interested talking to Christopher Duffy.
Yeah.
He's an agricultural contractor.
Same as a friend of mine.
Yeah. An agricultural contractor does not get any farm payments. It does not get any supports from.
A contractor gets absolutely no supports. No support.
You're basically on your own.
You're on your own, yeah. Now, I have a farm as well. I get some payments on that, but my main business is the contracting, and we do machinery sales as well. So I'm dependent on farmers to make money, for me to make money. If they're not making money, I don't make money.
And
I employ. I've 3 people employed, and during the summer we employ 6 or 7, and we don't know where we're going.
Right.
We cannot keep going at like green diesel this week gone to 160, 170 a litre. You know, like I've tractors that are burning on a heavy day cutting silage. They will go to 400 litres each.
400 litres.
And we have 5 or 6 of them working together. So it doesn't belong totting up the bill.
Yes.
And where is the money coming from? Because it's just not in it. Like, the price of beef is after dropping the loss. So the beef farmers losing money on cattle at the minute.
Yes.
There's dairy men losing money on dairy at the minute. We're cutting their silage. They're losing money. They can't pay us.
Yes.
So like there's farmers this year who won't be able to get their silage cut.
Okay.
Because they can't afford to pay the contractor.
Yeah.
And the knock-on effect of this is going to be so serious. Like, it's just destroying the economy. And all the government have to do is reduce the price of fuel, the same as Spain. Get it down and keep us working. Keep the builders working.
Yes.
Like the government is trying to build 40,000 houses a year.
Yeah, exactly.
That's out the window. That's out the window. There's not a digger digging a new foundation next week in Ireland. That's how serious this is, and the government can't see it. And if you take the tax take out of a new house, between the VAT on a house and the tax on all the people who work on a new house, the government are on 150 grand a house in taxes. No house, no tax for the government. And then the men that's doing the work of the house are going to be on the door, so the government going to have to give them money.
Yes.
So please, I'm asking the government. I'm asking the government to wake up, cut the fuel, and keep the men working. Because without the men working, you're in trouble.
And probably the biggest thing I've seen today, I didn't realise the importance of farm contractors as well. How important they are for farmers to allow them to, cut that silage so they can feed their animals so they can.
And like, we work off such a low margin. Our machinery has gone so expensive.
Yes.
Our machinery has gone up 50 to 60% in 7 years.
Wow.
Like, I have a machine, a 6-year-old machine. It costs €18,000. It's a rake for roll-up silage. I'm changing this year for a new one, and the new one is 30,000.
Right.
Up in 6 years.
Wow.
Which is unbelievable. There's a friend of mine buying a new self silage harvester. 4 years ago, they bought it for €400,000. The new model this year, and to have it bought, is 750,000 plus that for one harvester.
Wow, it's doubles in price.
Yeah, it has double in price. So, and then that machine will be burning €2,000 a day worth of diesel. Where is the money going to come from?
Wow.
Now, there's only 2 things can happen. We go broke, or food price just goes straight through the roof.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Because we can't work at a loss. We can't produce food at a loss.
No.
Nobody can, and we're being expected to. This government are very arrogant, and they think, I don't know where they think we're getting money from. Like, if you keep paying your bills, you go tap that card someday, and the card won't tap.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's more money going out than coming in, and that can't work.
Basic economics, isn't it?
Basic economics. But the problem is, we have too many in government who don't understand basic economics. That's the big problem in this country.
Well, James, it's very, very rarely that I'm gobsmacked and stuck for words, but wow, you've really, really painted it.
It's so serious.
And like, picture.
We started this last Tuesday night on our TikTok live, and the way the support has flowed in proves how serious it is.
Yes.
Like, people, we're not up here for the good of our health today.
Oh.
We should be all at home working. There's men here should be at home sowing corn today.
Exactly.
But they're here because they're losing money and they're going out of business.
And they care.
Like, we're not asking for handouts.
Yes.
We're not asking for nothing. Want nothing free. We want to be left working.
Yeah.
And we want to be helped to stay going.
It's about having a fair playing field.
A level playing field, So,
well, James, thanks a million for taking the time
No
to
problem
chat
at
to us
all.
here in the Irish Political Roundup. It's a super turnout.
Yeah.
There is more to come.
Oh, there's more to come.
It is
That's huge.
absolutely, amazing to be here, and we really, really hope that your protest here really has.
Well, this protest is not stopping.
No.
It's in 28 towns today, and the Dublin one is still going. There's men here tonight not going home.
Yes.
Because they don't have a business to go home to.
Wow. James
It's as simple as that.
James Geoghegan, thank you very much.
Thanks a million for the interview. I can spread the word and try and wake up. Like, we're just trying to get the government to wake up and keep Ireland open. That's what we're trying to do. We're not here looking for handouts. We're here to help everybody, and everybody's in the same boat. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about everybody equal. Okay.
There's the message. Keep Ireland open.
Keep Ireland open.
James Geoghegan,
Cheers.
thank you so
Thanks
much.
a million. Thanks a million.
Yep.
Cheers.
And that was James Geoghegan. He's one of the organisers, and he's an agricultural contractor.